This will be quick. We just have a couple clips of Opie, just because I saw that. I think the last time we spoke, Craig, we talked about Hero's Ear. Opie, Opie was suffering from a case of Hero's Ear, where he went into the water to save children, and the side effect was that he had a terrible earache from that.
Swimmer's ear because he was a hero.
That's right.
What it was.
So the ramifications of that have been palpable around greater the Hamptons and greater Long Island, I would say, because Opie is getting recognized nonstop. People are like, "Are you that hero?" So he's going to tell us about what a struggle his life has been since this newfound. It's a rebirth, really. Opie's always talking about reinventing himself. He went from music jock to shock jock to hero.
Do you think he walks down the beach with a boombox blasting that Foo Fighters song? Hero.
I need a hero. He's got a playlist.
The other storyline this summer. Well,
listen, he hesitates to even mention it. He's like, jeez, I hate to even go there, but I guess I'll bring up my heroics if I have to.
I said
everyone's talking about it. I guess I'll address it.
I said I wouldn't do this again, but here we are.
He's like Christian Bale in The Dark Knight Rises. He doesn't even want to come out of his house.
he's just like, wife. Dog.
You're officially looking at a hero. You're looking at a hero. And I don't know why, but
he's even doing Batman
the fact
voice.
that I'm a hero is bothering people. I'm a hero.
Anthony, stop sending gifts to Bill Burr.
He's PC Batman.
Look up in the sky. It's a hack.
The bat symbol is just like like a room temperature coffee.
I don't know why it would bother people. Maybe because they didn't have the balls to go into that rip current and help save 2 children.
Well, none of us were there. But if I may diagnose this, I don't know that anyone was upset that Opie was a hero. If I may try and figure out what happened here, I think people may have commented on the fact that Craig, you and I are 2 weeks out from having done that podcast together, right?
Mm-hmm.
More, maybe
3.
Yeah. And that was over a week after Opie saved these children, quote unquote. Yeah. And he's still bragging about it.
I think it's 2 seconds into this episode, and he's called himself a hero 10 times.
I'm a hero.
Yeah, no big deal.
I've been trying to downplay it all summer, but we live in a very small, tight.
How would we know about it if you were trying to downplay it? What did the tabloids report this?
Jimmy, Ozzy really thought you were funny.
He's mended fences, man.
Hey, we got
E-Rock, I was hard on you.
E-Rock,
it was all for content.
You're actually looking pretty slim.
We all got guns. We all got crazy security. We all know each other.
You know what a security are? This and this. That's all he needs.
In the breaststroke.
Literally stopping on the beach going, "Are you the one?" I'm like, "Yes, I am. Yes, I am." That's right. I'm Opie from Opie.
He almost said Opie and Anthony there.
Are you the one that does those annoying voices out on the beach at 6 a.m.? Could you stop? You're waking me up.
Yeah, they go to say that. Are you the one that's they're gonna go say up all morning annoying all of us? And he's like, "Yes, I'm that hero."
Are you the one that pronounces AC funny for no reason? Is that you?
I just want everyone to know Opie's video is choppy. It's not mine.
Definitely.
It sounds
and the sound will be crisp.
Does it sound like shit?
No, it sounds fine.
Oh, okay.
Opie Anthony. I sort of remember that show. No, are you the one that jumped into the riptide to save those kids? I was like, yes, yes, I am. And the story is just growing now. And I'm at this point, I'm like, I'm good. I'm gonna go with it.
That's Greg Hughes, the lifesaver.
It's a plane. It's mended fences, man.
Citizens, it's safe to go back in the water. Greg Hughes is here. Opie's fighting a shark.
I like the idea that he breaks into like Howard's house with Artie Lang and gets them to talk.
And it didn't hurt that the mom of the two kids, she walked by our little area about a week ago to tell my kids and my wife that I'm a hero, that I saved her daughter's life.
This is coming weeks later. This woman is spreading the word for a month. He's a hero. Hear ye, hear ye. Greg Hughes is a hero. News travels slow down there in the Hamptons.
Sure does.
Ben, who was in deep trouble in the riptide, he turns out to be a huge old Opie and Anthony fan. When he used to drive down to Baltimore
to
see his now wife.
Is that the Destroyer?
Oh, I mean, obviously that's his superhero name.
Not anymore, citizen.
You know, I get that a lot.
Those days are behind me.
What did she say?
Opie, why did you save me? Just doing my civic duty. Just protecting the good people of the Hamptons.
Years. 28 years. So, the story, just briefly, don't worry, briefly, it was rough waters out here. I kind of called my kids in a little bit. I'm like, you guys got to watch out. I don't like what's going on out there.
He's now Aquaman. He can talk to the ocean. You guys can't go out there.
Hold on 1 second, son. All right, it's safe.
Today, and I see these two kids, I don't know, about 100 yards down the beach, whatever, 50, 100, I don't know.
It doesn't matter to me. I can leap it in a single bound.
In 4 seconds, I'll get you to England.
Yeah. And I see they're trying to, get in, and then I see the father run to the shoreline. I'm like, oh shit, there's a situation here. So I beelined to the kids. I yelled at the son because he was the first one I got to hold.
Hey, idiot! Why are you yelling at the son?
Yelling at the son or his son?
Swim much, loser? What are you yelling at this poor boy?
He's just gonna start like naming people that have died famously that way. He's gonna be like, "You're gonna Ryan Mallett yourself."
Poor Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Yeah,
he's like 14 years old. He ain't holding some stranger's hand, but he did for a second, and then he's like,
"Wow,
this is
to save his life, he would be gay." That's pretty progressive, this kid.
I like the idea of Opie saving those kids while he's holding their hands. He's going, ew, ew, ew.
I'm saving homos.
And I understood because I even said to the guy, I know this is, but you got to hold my hand. I can pull you in a little bit, and then maybe you can get in from there. And he let go, and he went.
Listen, you know what? I know this is gay, but I'm not going to make you suck my dick afterwards. I'm just going to make the entire neighborhood do that.
Gross. I had to touch. That's why you didn't save Obama's chef. He's too gay.
Oh, they're already going to think he's gay. I don't need that stink on me.
And then the father jumped in and went after his son because he saw now at this point that I had his daughter. She's thanking me. Thank you so much. Thank you. And I'm holding on her.
I do like how he's mocking a family for their kid being safe.
Oh, he does more mocking, but good. The little girl's looking at, what's your name, mister? Just call me the Destroyer. He flies away.
He swims kind of away.
He dog paddles a little further away.
Man,
we can still see you.
I know he saved these kids, but there's no way he looked cool doing it.
I don't know that he saved these kids. By the way, it's entire. He
No,
told
Mike,
us.
a lot
He
of
told a
people
story
are,
where. Go ahead.
a lot of people are recognizing him, so obviously he did it.
Well, that's all definitely true. But the story he told, if I remember right, like I think the father ended like almost died because Opie was like, "Get in there!" The father almost got pulled in.
What are you gonna do? Something?
So I'm holding her stable so she doesn't go out in the riptide. And then
I'm elevating her legs. He's just doing things that don't matter.
He's playing catch with her with that sticky Velcro paddle thing on the.
So I'm applying pressure on the wound. It's like, no, that's not this.
this is the short version of the story. And I was like, thank God, because in my head, I'm like, when do I let go? When do I let go? We all think, when do we let go?
I will say, when you get to the shore, idiot.
When can I drop this kid? Cramping everyone's gonna think I'm gay if I touch the boy. They're gonna think I'm a pedophile if I touch the girl.
Because I got 2 kids and a wife.
So you know I ain't gay.
Oh, they're the type of people that are going to take care of my family for the rest of their lives because I sacrificed mine to save your kid. I don't know if you're.
What an asshole.
What a hero.
He's a hero that gives you some Jew guilt when he helps you.
I haven't watched the new Superman movie. Is there a scene where Superman is like, I don't know, who's going to take care of Lois Lane if something happens to me?
What if something happens to me?
Who's going to protect the neighborhood then?
Those type of people. And as I'm holding on, keeping her steady, the lifeguards came in. And, at that point, they did all the heavy lifting. And, I got into shore and I certainly helped with the yellow rope because one of the lifeguards was having a tough time because, the father.
Opie will throw someone under the bus faster than a speeding bullet. So far, who's caught shrapnel here? The kids, the dad, and the lifeguard.
And he talks about how he didn't want to help because he has a family.
I'm going to get all wet.
I got an ear infection.
Himself, let's just put it that way. And then he was on the side of the. There's a reason why I'm giving you the backstory, okay? And then the father was on the shoreline for about 20 minutes.
Like a pussy.
He looked like he he looked like he was close to dying. It took about 20 to 30 minutes before
he was a little bitch, unlike me. He didn't look like he was a hero.
He's watching 2 of his sub 5-year-old kids drown, and he's not stoic.
By the way, how is Opie watching all of this unfold if he's saving the children?
He's just like, he's out there just like backstroking, like huffing and puffing.
That's one of his great superpowers. He can very quickly scan the beach to look who's a pussy.
He didn't save the kids or grab them until people were watching.
All right, who do I insult when this is all over? Wow, 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 wow.
I like the idea that he could have saved them, but no one was watching yet. So he had to wait
like George leaving a tip.
Yeah. He had to wait for there to be a crowd.
Please, Mr. Hughes. I'm drowning. All right, 1 second. And now.
Fox News isn't here yet. Opie Smollett says Dr. Smollett.
Opie keeps seaweed on him until the police arrive.
He was breathing in sync.
Wait a second. I'm
sorry. Heavy. And if he was out there another 5 minutes, man, I don't know if he would have made it because he had to save his son. He would never let go. I would never let go if it's my own kids. So the story.
But these kids, I gotta tell you, they were let goable. Let's put it that way.
If I saw Finn, I'm letting go.
These kids were a little slippery, if you know what I mean. These kids were worth dropping.
Summer goes on, has been growing and growing. Literally. People have asked me, about it. And I'm like, yeah, I'd try to casually play it down. But then
casually play it down.
Oh, but it was too much of a story to clip all, because even that was a long clip.
Mhm.
He gets into, he's like, so the wife comes over to thank me with gifts. And then he goes, and he's like, and I'm wondering, like, are they going to pay my taxes? Which it's like, what? Yeah, where did that come from?
That was his first thought.
But then he gets into, he's like, and then the wife had something on her teeth while she was thanking me. And I was like, ugh, can't you feel that?
What a fucking scum.
So he's called the husband fat and the wife a slob.
Well, no, not only that, he called the husband basically a pussy for not saving his own kids.
Yeah. He doesn't really love his kids the way I do. I would have saved my kids. I save strangers' kids. All I do all day is save kids. I have so much time not doing a good podcast that I just wasted all saving kids.
This is the last clip.
Yeah.
It's thank you.
Yeah, so he's wondering, like, what do I get for a thank you? And I believe it's unveiled that it's a couple of bottles of whiskey, and he's like, I'm not even really a drinker, so whatever. he's like, you can tell he's like disappointed.
What the fuck? This is a guy money's perfect, no object for this guy. He was expecting
this, by the way, like, shouldn't be mentioned.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, none of this you shouldn't have roped these kids into like being the content. But I guess if you saved kids, it is worth mentioning. Whatever, like, but none of this should be mentioned on the air because it involves people that probably don't want to be talked about, it seems.
I saved your kids and now everyone thinks I'm gay.
But Opie does shit like this because like this is his version of funny. It's like where the joke ends. Like if, Voss or something did this on the show, they would have gotten, dare I say, destroyed by Opie. But Opie was like, when Patrice died, Patrice's mom gave them all gold watches or something like that as like a thank you for like putting on the benefit and all the shit that they did. So like Opie and Anthony got a watch, and Norton and Voss and all these guys. Opie returned his and got the money back and like bragged about it on the air. And even Anthony was like, that's a little heartless to come in and say that, like announce that.
He returned it and got the money back for himself.
Yeah. he kept the money and said like, and also like kind of said it wasn't that. He's like, it was kind of nice. He was like, it wasn't that expensive, but it was kind of nice.
Wow.
What a cunt.
Wow. Literally the worst.
So you get a little bit of a taste of that here with the thank you from the lady.
Because man, they got a house that dwarfs my house. She's got some bucks. She's got some money. I'm fantasizing about, wow, maybe she'll pay my taxes out here.
What does that mean?
Fantasizing about a lobster dinner. Is it going to be a
lobster? That's a little more I got to say, that's a little more in the wheelhouse.
Especially having a house where he does, the taxes are probably crazy.
Saying, hey, Ope, come over, we'll get you a nice lobster dinner. That's very reasonable, especially when compared to, all right, open up your books. Let's see what we're working with here.
Yeah, it'd be real fun for the family to invite this guy over for a lobster dinner. He comes in, puts his fucking muddy boots on their white couch.
Yeah. I have to do your taxes so you could cuck me in front of my wife and children.
Big metal tin with ice, with all the fixings. I'm fantasizing day after day because it's obvious she's going to do something. Well, Saturday she did something. She came marching over with a little gift bag. And I'm about to show you what you get for saving someone's life. Are you ready? She also said that my kids, I debate this, but I'll just say this. She said her kids, both of them, wrote thank you notes to me, but she couldn't find them in the house. So
sure those exist.
Over. Mm-hmm. And I want to read the thank you notes so bad, but I think that would be crossing a line in a weird way because, like,
yeah, no, this has
to you, they're just nameless, faceless people, basically.
I want to read what these dorks wrote to me, but I think that might be crossing a line. Also, they wrote the thank you notes, but they got lost in the house.
Dear Destroyer.
How windy is it in the Hamptons?
Thank you.
The notes flew out. They can't find them anywhere.
You know what it is? I think by that point that he kept going, he's like, "What are you gonna get me?" And like, fucking whiskey, shut up.
I want to be just like you when I grow up, Mr. Hughes.
Why did you grab my butt to save me?
You were holding my hand for a while. Are you gay? How come you have so much free time, Mr. Hughes? I always see you talking to yourself on the beach. You don't seem to have a job or any interests. Do you spend all your time heroing?
Go to blindmike.net for everything Blind Mike. Look at me. I did it. Kragers did it.